Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a very special online event today. It's called Experience the Internal Martial Art of Liu He Ba Fa, Flow Like Water for Inner Power. My name is Dinan. I am the founder and president of the Shift Network, and I'm really delighted to be with you here, getting to explore a very important lineage of transformational practice that emerges from China and that is really all about learning to flow with life as it arises. And that's a really necessary skill in a very complex and challenging and chaotic world. And when we can learn how to flow with life and flow with our own body and mind, we really become much more have much more enjoyment and much more skilled at navigating the challenges of life. So we're going to get to explore this today with a true master. Her name is Master Helen Liang. She's a vice president of SYL Wushu Tai Chi Qigong Institute and has taught a number of programs for Shift to a lot of very happy people. And so Master Helen, thank you so much for joining us again today.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for having me today. I'm very delighted to be here.
Great. Well, I want to let everyone know up front that we are very excited that Master Helen has agreed to teach a brand new program for Shift all about the internal martial art of Liu He Ba Fa. So we'll share a little bit more about that towards the end of the hour. So if you like what you're seeing today, you can really take it into your own life in a deeper way. So Master Helen, I would love for you to start us on our journey today with a little bit about your backstory and what led you particularly to these teachings around a water style of martial art.
Well, I think I was born to this path. I entered this world of Wushu, Tai Chi, Qigong. So that's Wushu, Tai Chi, and Qigong. Under the tutelage of my father, Grandmaster Shou Liang, when I was 4 years old. And at that time, my father was elected as one of the top 17 professional Wushu coaches in China. Back then, I didn't exactly get a choice about diving into martial arts. I like Liu He Ba Fa, but before I knew it, my father had me in rigorous daily training. Right? So a lot of fundamentals, routines, a lot of kicking, punching, short and long forms of various styles. It was tough, but was fun. He'd always reward me with candies, hugs, and kisses if I nailed a technique. When my father moved to America, I joined China's Sichuan province professional Wushu team. Training again was very tough, but I also had a lot of fun, maybe a little too much. Looking back, I sometimes think I should have worked harder. Eventually, my father returned to China and brought our family to Canada, where I continued training with him. So he wasn't just teaching me physical techniques. He immersed me in the classics of Wushu, Tai Chi, Qigong, and even Taoist and Buddhist texts. And so I would chant passages aloud and enchanted but confused. And my father would always say, it's okay if you don't understand now. Just keep practicing, keep reading, and keep studying, and one day it'll serve you. And he sure was right. It eventually did serve me in very profound ways. So alongside training, I started teaching at my father's institute, the SYL Wushu Tai Chi and Qigong Institute. My life revolved around school, training, competitions, and coaching. It was very different from other kids my age. But it felt natural because I loved what I was doing. Right? And after university, where I majored in economics, I landed a great job at the Royal Bank of Canada. But then came the diagnosis, terminal stage lymphoma. So doctors gave me just 2 weeks to live. And that was the turning point for me. I left the hospital and embarked on my own healing journey using internal martial arts like Liu He Ba Fa, Tai Chi, Qigong, and Chinese herbal medicine. And these arts and the wisdom they carry saved my life. So after recovering, I returned to the bank and kept teaching at my father's institute on the side. But I was often invited to lead workshops, collaborate on projects, and even hosting Tai Chi and Qigong TV shows with my father. So my schedule was very intense. And soon I faced a choice: stay in my stable banking career or fully commit to teaching and promoting these arts. The decision wasn't hard, especially after staring death in the face. I knew my path. Right? Sharing these practices, my passion with others, felt like my true calling. And that's what brought me here today.
Mm. Well, it's a remarkable story, and boy, it really does make the value of the teachings more real when you have to transform yourself in a 2 week with a 2 week horizon of potential death. And so, wow, what you've been through is amazing. So thank you for that journey. And now I know you wanted to set a little bit of context with the video so that people get, I think, a feeling for this internal martial art, and then we can talk a little bit about the philosophy. Do you want to say a little bit about the video we're going to watch first?
Sure. I think the first video is me demonstrating or performing the 24 form Tai Chi. And that was a DVD that I made. And it is actually a bestseller on Amazon. And it's been out for almost like 10 years. And so that's me performing the 24 form Tai Chi here at the Stanley Park in Vancouver, Canada. And that's the first video. And the second video is a collection of my a collection of photos showing me, training, no matter if it's just, basics and the kicks and just some movements like Tai Chi movements or water style or 六合八法. We'll talk about that later, but 六合八法, another name is called water style. And so 六合八法 movements, and that collection of photos right there show a lot of the 六合八法 movements. And some of them are taken on the beaches here in Vancouver. Others are from performances and demonstrations that I have. So it's a collection of photos. And of course, there are other internal styles. For example, Bagua, the 8 trigrams, and Xingyi, that focus on 5 elements. So a variety of martial arts styles and forms that I was performing. And that's the second video.
Great. Well, let's watch those and really get a feeling for them.
Simplified Tai Chi 24 for beginners. The simplified Tai Chi 24 form is the most popular Tai Chi form in the world. With only 24 movements, it is the perfect way to experience the amazing health benefits of a shortened Tai Chi form, no matter your current fitness level. The ancient art of Tai Chi is often described as moving meditation because it stimulates your mind, body, and spirit. With this 6-minute Tai Chi form, you'll feel stronger and more energized. Tai Chi is known for improving balance and keeping the mind sharp and positive. This Tai Chi form is excellent for beginners at any age, those who want a low-impact, whole-body exercise, and those with limited time. The simplified 24-posture Tai Chi form was compiled by the Chinese Sports Commission in 1956 in an effort to promote Tai Chi Chuan. The 24-posture Tai Chi form was derived from the traditional Yang-style Tai Chi Chuan long form. Many masters worked together to simplify and standardize Tai Chi Chuan. Many of the more complicated and repeated movements were deleted from the long form, so it is easier for people to learn and practice. Although this sequence has been used primarily as a health-promoting exercise, it is still a sequence with martial art applications. Because this form is based on Yang-style Tai Chi Chuan, the training guidelines and principles follow the characteristic flavor of the Yang style. The entire sequence should be performed at an even pace, with no abrupt changes. The Tai Chi 24 form takes only 6 minutes to practice, but offers benefits for your entire life. Simplified Tai Chi 24 for beginners.
Land of mountain. Land of mountain.
Great. Well, that definitely provided a beautiful visual way to introduce us to these forms and the beauty of them. I wonder if you want to share now a little bit more about the philosophy and the behind this practice and the relation to Taoism.
Yes, I think the first key concept that I really like to talk about is the concept of water. Okay, because this is really an essential concept. In fact, another name for this 六合八法 is called water style. Why the association of water to the practice of 六合八法? First of all, right, describe the movements. The movements of 六合八法, they are sometimes high, sometimes low, sometimes fast, right, and sometimes slow. So it's said that these movements resemble the flowing water that's sometimes calm and sometimes surging. And that's why 六合八法 is also known as water style. The comparison of movements to water reveals profound insights into the significance of water in this martial art practice. Because in Taoist philosophy, water is a central metaphor and concept often used to represent the ideal qualities of the Tao and a model for human behavior. And this connection is strongly emphasized in the Tao Te Ching, which is the classic of Taoism, and it's written by Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu is a sage or a Taoist hermit. Okay? And the name Lao Tzu could be translated as the old child. Okay? So it's a wonderful name, kind of an ideal for all of us, an old child. Lao Tzu frequently compares water to the Tao and emphasizes its profound qualities like flexibility, humility, perseverance, strength. These qualities of water resonate deeply with the principles or essence of 六合八法 as a Taoist martial art. And practicing this martial art like water, right, offers many benefits to practitioners on physical, mental, and spiritual levels. Right? Physically, water's ability to adapt and flow without resistance and mirrors the body's need for fluidity in movement. So, practicing 六合八法 teaches the body to move gracefully, right, and transitioning smoothly between techniques, while also embracing moments of power and intensity, right? Just as water can be still and gentle or strong and powerful, 六合八法 incorporates both calm, gentle movements and rapid and powerful movements. And so it's precisely this balance of extremes and alternation between the two paces, right, is what really enhance our cardiovascular health, muscular strength, agility, flexibility, stamina, endurance. Okay, so that's the physical aspect. Now, mentally, okay, 六合八法, this the concept of this water, right? It symbolizes both calm and focus, as well as power and persistence when needed. Right? Practitioners are taught to adapt like water, responding to life's challenges with grace or strength, depending on what the situation calls for. So this practice encourages a calm, present mind during still moments, but also sharpens focus and intensity or resolve when facing mental turbulence. Okay, just as water can either surge through obstacles or flow around them, 六合八法 teaches you to stay mentally grounded in tough times, right, and find solutions to challenges. And so this ability to shift between calm and focus builds mental clarity. Okay, so you can handle both small hurdles and big crises with resilience. Okay, now spiritually, water represents transformation and balance, okay, both in its calm flow and its powerful surges. Spiritually, embracing the dual nature of water means understanding that both tranquility and intensity are necessary for personal growth. And practicing 六合八法 allows you to flow between moments of stillness and dynamism, right, which really reflect life's natural rhythms of change and transformation. So this ability to embrace calm and storm, yin and yang, right, really teaches practitioners to align with the Taoist principle of harmony, right? Accept the ebb and flow of life without resistance. So, by synthesizing the calm and turbulent qualities of water, 六合八法 really emphasizes the importance of balance. And that is core teaching, the Taoist teaching, balance and harmony in all aspects of life.
So much wisdom in what you just shared, and it really is so applicable to our moment on the planet where that balance and harmony is really essential to be able to flow through whatever obstacles arise and do so with real wisdom. I'd love for you to share a little bit more about how this relates to the cultivation of internal energy and that relationship with the larger energy of the world and the universe.
Yes, energy here in Chinese, or especially in the internal arts, right, or Qigong, it's we call it Qi, right? Qi. Now, this concept of Qi is fundamental to internal Chinese martial arts and traditional Chinese philosophy. Okay, so Qi is more than just a life force. It's the vital energy that permeates the universe, right? Connecting and influencing all aspects of nature. The universe is seen as a vast interconnected web of energy, where maintaining harmony in this energetic web is crucial for balance and well-being. Now, the movements in 六合八法, as we talked about earlier, they mimic the natural flow of water, right, which can adapt to any shape and move with both softness and power. But other than water, movements also draw inspiration from various natural phenomena like mountains, animals, plants, stars, the moon, human lives and activities. And each one of these elements plays a crucial role in the cultivation and harmonization of qi, or energy, right, within the body and its relationship to qi in nature. Okay, for example, movements inspired by mountains, right? These movements, they emphasize stability, strength, and rootedness, right? So by mimicking the steadfastness of mountains, practitioners cultivate a strong foundation and balance. And this enhances the grounding of qi within the body, right? It fosters internal stability. And now animal-inspired movements, such as the fierceness of a tiger or the agility of a wild cat, right? They promote flexibility, coordination, responsiveness. So these movements encourage the dynamic flow of qi, right? Enhances the body's ability to respond with agility and power. Then we have movements that reflect the cyclical and rhythmic nature of celestial bodies like stars and the moon, right? These movements emphasize the importance of timing, rhythm, balance, right? These movements help practitioners synchronize their internal qi with the natural rhythms of the universe, right? And, promoting harmony and balance. We also have movements inspired by human activities and experiences. For example, give you some movement names, right, to put this into better perspective. We have movements called boy presenting a book to the master, or woodcutter carries firewood, right? Or child embraces pipa or guitar-like instrument. Okay, so these movements integrate practical and functional movement patterns into the practice, and that encourages the flow of qi, right, in ways that are directly applicable to daily life, right? And that enhances overall health. So by incorporating these natural elements, 六合八法 movements facilitate a deep connection between the practitioner's internal qi and the qi of the natural world. And this connection is essential for the harmonious flow of qi, both within the body and in relation to the surrounding environment. It fosters a deeper understanding of the interconnected nature of existence and harmony with the universe.
So articulately, beautifully said. Thank you, Master Helen. I think it would be great now for you to do the demonstration practice that we can all flow along and really kind of put these deeper concepts and philosophies into motion.
Sure. I'd like to do a practice with you today. This is actually the commencing movement of 六合八法. I'll demonstrate once or twice, then I'll guide you through it, and we'll practice together. And these movements, right, they are to improve your physical balance and stability by learning to root and ground into your body and balance your left and right sides, and together with controlled breathing. So they really promote a deep connection to heaven and earth, right? As they encourage the circulation of qi through your body's major meridians. Okay, so you'll feel relaxed and yet energized. Okay, I'll demonstrate the movement facing you, and then maybe I'll demonstrate it again and turning away from you so that you get to see the movement from different views. And then I'll guide you through the movements and we can practice together. Okay, now I'm going to be turning away from you so you get to see the movements from the back. All right, so what are we doing here? Okay, let's do it slowly on kind of go a movement at a time. So you understand what you're doing here and how these movements benefit your body and mind here. Okay, so first at this part here, we're just getting ready. And then you're taking a step gently to your left. Okay. And your weight here is centered. And slowly you kind of move your arms gently in circular motion. This is to mobilize qi in the body here. Okay. Then you raise your arms up this way and also rise so that your legs are straightened. So what you're doing here is that you're absorbing energy from above, okay, from the heaven. This heaven energy is considered yang energy, the yin and yang, the two opposing yet complementary energies in the universe. So here we're absorbing yang energy from above into our body through two very important points here in the center of our palms. These points are called Lao Gong in Chinese. These points correspond to the pericardium, which is part of the heart network, and often draw awareness to these points here, really benefit your heart health. Okay, so what we're doing here is we have our palms facing up, palms open, and catching energy from above, right? Absorbing this energy, this yang energy into your body through the palms. Okay, and leading that energy into your body. Okay, then you're going to flip your palms So palms facing down and lowering your arms, bending knees. And here we're absorbing energy from the earth, okay, from below, energy from Mother Earth. And this yin energy, absorbing this yin energy into your body, also through your Lao Gong points in the center of your palms. Okay, we can just stand here for a few moments and just feel the connection between the ground beneath your feet and the sky above. This is the balance of yin and yang, the grounding and the rising energy that's present in everything we do. Okay, now we start to circulate this yin and yang energies on the left and right sides of the body. Okay, I'll do it facing you, and then I'll turn away so that you can follow me. Maybe that'd be easier for you there. But what we're doing here is that we're just circulating this balance, the yin and yang energies on the left and right sides of the body, like this. Okay, now the emphasis here, right, when we're doing these movements, moving the arms, the emphasis is on the cultivation of the yin meridians of the arms and legs. Okay, we have 3 yin meridians of the arms, for example, the heart, the lungs, and the pericardium, right? And also we have the yin meridians of the legs. And now this kind of movement, it is assisted by pushing your legs and feet into the ground and let that energy bounce back up along the legs, and as well as the turning of the waist, right? Then you bring this balanced yin and yang energy, right, around like this. You see here, you're actually pushing into the ground, grounding. And by pushing into the ground, this energy bounces back up, right, to the waist. And then by turning the waist, you move your arms. Okay, so that's how you move your arms here. Okay, emphasizes on the inner side of the legs and the inner side of the arms, cultivating these yin meridians, the yin energies of the body. So if I were to turn away here, this is how you move, okay? The left side and then the right side, okay? Right, so we do that again, moving your left arm, the right arm. Gently turning to the left, turning to the right. And then you bring this balanced yin and yang energy after kind of balanced on the 2 sides. You bring this balanced yin and yang energy towards your chest, heart area, and dantian. Dantian is your lower abdominal area. Okay, these are 2 energy centers, okay, of the body here. Here, the chest area and the lower abdominal area. And allow these energy centers to be charged with this balanced yin and yang energy. Okay, so we try this again from here, balancing the yin and yang energy on the 2 sides of the body, and then bringing these energies towards your the 2 energy centers here. Allow these 2 energy centers to be charged. Then we continue to circulate the energies on the right side of the body and then left side of the body. This way. So this time what we're doing is that the emphasis is on the cultivation of the yang meridians of the arms and legs. The yang meridians are located more on the external side of the arms and the legs. Okay, so here we're turning the body, lifting your hands, and really cultivate this energy along these yang meridians of the body. We're continuing to balance in this yin and yang energies. Okay, and then keep going and bring it over to your dantian, the lower abdominal area. Dantian here, the lower dantian is the major generator and storage place for qi, or energy in the body. It's the foundation of the entire energetic system of the body. So we're bringing this balanced yin and yang energy to our lower dantian to be stored there. So at this point, you feel your body is centered, balanced, energy is very grounded, okay? And your entire body, the yin and yang meridians, okay, have all been kind of filled with this balanced yin and yang energies from the heaven and the earth. Okay? So I'll do that with you one more time from the beginning. Gently take a step to your left. Start to mobilize qi. And raising your arms, absorbing yang energy from the heaven. And then sinking the weight of your body down as you lower your arms, absorbing yin energies from the earth. Then you start to balance this yin and yang energy on the left side of your body and on the right side of your body, focusing on the yin meridians. And then you bring this balanced energy toward the two energy centers, the chest area and the lower abdominal area. And then continue to balance these energies on the right side of your body and then on the left side. Emphasis is on the yang meridians of the body. You're cultivating yang energies. And now you bring this balanced yin and yang energies to be stored in your lower dantian, this major reservoir of qi. Okay. Now, do one more time with breathing. And because together, these movements with, coordinate breathing, and that's how you feel, how it really brings this, sense of calm and peace to your practice. Okay, so we do this one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right. I hope you are energized and you're feeling relaxed, calm, but yet energized after the practice.
Hmm. Well, thank you so much. That was very relaxing and energizing at the same time. I want to ask you a little bit about the balancing of yin and yang energies in the body and why that's clearly a foundation for a lot of the practice. Why is that so important for our health and well-being, for our overall mood and other dimensions of our being?
Well, yes, yeah, the yin and yang energies, right? So it's the concept of qi that we kind of discussed earlier. Everything in the universe, right, is about the what we call the two opposing yet complementary energies, the yin and yang. And so within a human body here, we also, especially, I guess, according to traditional Chinese medicine theory and the internal arts, martial art, and qigong theories, right? In cultivating the yin and yang energies of the body is crucial for our health, overall health, right? No matter if it's physically, mentally, spiritually. So a human body here, we have 12 primary, we can call this 12 primary qi meridians, right, or vessels. We have, for example, 3 yin meridians along the arms, and then 3 yang meridians along the arms. And then we also have the 3 yin meridians of the legs, and then 3 yang meridians of the legs. And all these, the 12 primary meridians cover the entire body's yin and yang energy flow. Okay, so that's why this practice is so important for, because through these movements, this practice, we circulate this qi in the meridians in the body. And of course, in the front, we also have these important vessels, like the conception vessel in the front, the governing vessel at the back, how they form the microcosmic circulation. So through these movements, if we can get this qi to circulate in all of these major meridians and vessels, right, that's what brings health. Because according to Chinese medicine and internal arts theory, is that whenever there is blockage or stagnation in the qi flow, that's where sickness or illness occur, right? So the whole purpose here is to ensure that we often do movements, do practices, right, to keep the circulation of qi smooth in these meridians and vessels, and that's what keeps us healthy.
That makes so much sense, and really, there's thousands of years of experience to back that perspective as well. We've talked a lot about qi and the circulation of qi and yin and yang. I wonder if you want to talk a little bit about Shen and sort of mind energy and how this practice works with cultivating the mind energy as well.
Right. Yes, Xin, the concepts of Xin, also Yi, and these two concepts are like 2 core concepts for Liu He Ba Fa, for water style. Now, the concepts of Xin and Yi, they are deeply rooted in Chinese philosophy and play crucial roles in the practice, right, of Liu He Ba Fa. In fact, the complete name for Liu He Ba Fa is called Xin Yi Liu He Ba Fa. All right. Now, Xin, let's focus on the word Xin first. Xin is spelled as Xin, if for your interest. But Xin literally means heart, like the physical heart, right? But it's a multifaceted term in Chinese culture. And it's influenced by Taoist, Confucian, and Buddhist philosophies, as well as traditional Chinese medicine. In general, Xin is used to represent the emotional and intuitive mind. It's often translated by sinologists as mind or heart mind, indicating both the physical heart and the broad range of mental and emotional functions. Traditional Chinese medicine and Chinese internal arts, right, like Liu He Ba Fa, Tai Chi, Qigong, they all view the heart as the residence of the mind, right? The monarch that governs mental and emotional processes. So this perspective really highlights the importance of Xin in overall physical and mental health. Now, Yi, on the other hand, Yi refers to intention or will. Okay, it represents the rational mind. Okay, Yi is spelled as Y-I. Okay, so Yi is characterized by focused and clear thinking. Okay, so I like to say that Yi is the mental energy that bridges the gap between merely thinking about an action and actually executing it. So in Liu He Ba Fa, training Yi involves developing this focused intent, okay, to better perform the movements. I also like this phrase by Albert Einstein, and he once said that the intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. This quote really encapsulates the dynamic between Xin and Yi. Okay, so Xin, the heart mind, embodies our emotional state and overall awareness. Xin is what drives our passion, love, and genuine connection to the practice. However, Xin can be emotional and unsteady, right? It requires the stabilizing influence of Yi. And Yi, in the rational mind, it brings discipline, planning, and logical thinking. So it ensures that our practice is structured and goal-oriented. And together, they create a balanced practice that is both satisfying to the heart and aligned with rational goals. And so by honoring the sacred gift of the intuitive mind and utilizing the faithful servant of the rational mind, practitioners can have a very harmonious and effective practice.
Beautiful. Well, it's really clear that there's so much depth behind this practice, and that you're a real master of it. So, Master Helen, it's been illuminating already so far, and I want to spend some time talking about your upcoming program because it's a really beautiful opportunity for people to take a course that teaches them the foundations and brings this beautiful practice into their lives. So we're really blessed that Master Helen has agreed to teach this program. It's called the Internal Martial Art of Liu He Ba Fa. Experience the Way of Water for Inner Power and Flow. You can see it at the URL waterstylemartialarts.com, waterstylemartialarts.com. It's a 7-week program. You don't have to be a practitioner already. It's really going to set the foundations for you to incorporate this into your life. So, Master Helen, I'd love for you to share a little bit about what you're envisioning for this program on the high level, and then I'll call out the module titles and you give us a preview of what's coming in each.
Well, I think and Liu He Ba Fa, it's not just a martial art. It's a way to, live in balance, right? Physically, mentally, and spiritually. Just think about the way water flows, right? How that is so central to this practice. How physically, it teaches us to move smoothly without tension, to stay flexible but strong. And mentally, how it helps you stay calm and focused, even when life throws challenges at you. And then spiritually, it's about finding balance and harmony in everything, right? Learning to accept the ups and downs, just like water flows with the landscape instead of fighting it.
So module 1 is called Way of the Water, the 6 harmonies, unities, and 8 principles for better circulation, stronger joints and muscles, and more powerful qi circulation.
Yes, module 1, there will be an introduction of how the 6 unities and 8 principles, and that's how 六合八法 is translated to, right? 六合 meaning 6 unities, 八法 meaning 8 principles. So there will be an introduction of how the 6 unities and 8 principles embody profound Taoist philosophies, and how yin and yang harmonize each other through movements. And I'll guide you through some basic stances and postures and breathing to promote calm and establish proper body alignment for smooth circulation, balance, and strength.
Module 2, balance your intuitive mind, the sacred gift, and your rational mind, the faithful servant, for a harmonious practice in life.
In this module, you'll learn the commencing movement, which I actually showed you earlier, and also the first movement and their Taoist cultivation implications, and experience through these movements how the body follows the Xin, right, the heart mind, and Xin, how it harmonizes Yi, your rational mind, right, to create a harmonized practice.
Module 3, lead the flow of qi in your body to improve your posture and build strength.
You will explore the concept of qi from various perspectives and how qi is cultivated through the practice of 六合八法. In this module, you'll also learn about 骨劲, which is bone strength, and how it encompasses a humble kind of strength, right? That's never flashy and outwardly displayed, but is conserved and guarding your body structure. And these 2 movements you'll learn in this module will help to strengthen the legs, hips, and lower back.
Module 4, build a connection between your inner world and the universe for harmonious, holistic well-being.
Right, that's where you'll learn the art of transformation and mimicry. So you'll explore how many movements in 六合八法 mimic the shapes and movements of natural phenomena, and how it's not about simply mimic the movements, but instead you'll dissolve into the phenomena and strive to attain unity in its shape and spirit.
Module 5, come and go in a continuous flow so you can embrace life's constant motion and change.
Yes, you'll learn about the principle of 还, or return, which really mirrors the cyclic nature of the Tao's endless motion and change. And once you learn to embrace this nature of change and act with spontaneity, you will thrive. And in this module, you also learn how a heightened Shen, or spirit, generates better action and more effective body movements.
Module 6, cultivate mental calm, adaptability, and inner stillness with the art of concealing.
Yes, you'll be introduced to the principle of Fu, or conceal, and learn about how many martial techniques are concealed beneath the surface, and how this principle cultivates adaptability and resilience. And you learn how the movements of the form are, ever changing, right? Just like the ebb and flow of life itself, and how the cultivation of the mind becomes paramount in achieving mastery over these movements.
And finally, Module 7, embracing emptiness and the adaptability and strength of water as you practice your full-length form.
Yes, we'll delve deep into the concept of 空, meaning emptiness, which is a central tenet in Buddhist and Taoist philosophy, from various perspectives. Okay, so and then we'll tie it back to how it's applied to the form practice, and also weaving together the essential features of 六合八法 to experience a free flow of the movements.
Great. Well, what a beautiful program. And to be able to take this profound practice into our daily lives is such a blessing. So again, the whole whole course is laid out in detail at waterstylemartialarts.com, waterstylemartialarts.com. I'll share a little bit more about it. So not only do you get with the 7 90-minute live sessions with Helen, which really provides a unique opportunity to practice together, ask questions together, and engage in really a deep exploration as a community. You also get recordings for every session, both video and audio, as well as word-for-word transcripts to work with, study, and highlight. There are going to be weekly exercises and practices for deep inquiry. There's also a Facebook community to support you and deepen your experience. And on the page, you'll also see a number of extra bonuses. There's a video teaching with Master Helen called Nourishing Shen with 5 hearts. You want to share a little bit more about Nourishing Shen with 5 hearts?
Yes, that is a Qigong exercise just because the concept of Shen is, again, a very important concept here in the practice of Liu He Ba Fa. Shen together with Jing and Qi, Jing meaning essence, Qi, right? Energy. The three of them, they are referred to what we call the 3 treasures. Okay, so so that's why it's very important that we nourish our Shen. And of course, in the practice, the Liu He Ba Fa practice, we cultivate this Shen through movements. But here in this video, I am teaching a Qigong exercise where we're using 5 hearts referring to the 5 energy centers of the body, and how we use these 5 energy centers of the body to cultivate Shen, or the spirit, or to strengthen Shen.
Fantastic. That's a great extra bonus there. And there's a second bonus that's an article by Master Helen on the water style. You want to share a little bit about that article?
Yes, that's a fairly comprehensive article on the art of Liu He Ba Fa, or water style. So I go in depth and talk about what Liu He means, right? Liu He meaning 6 unities. And then I go discuss each one of the 6 unities in depth. And then Ba Fa meaning 8 principles. Again, I go in depth with all of the 8 principles, and then kind of, weave them all together. Of course, also with the background of Liu He Ba Fa, its history, its philosophy, the Taoist philosophy. It's filled with all of the theories, the principles, right? So this article is a very comprehensive, I guess, description of what this art is.
That's a great extra bonus there. And then there's also a special bonus that folks get when you sign up by midnight tonight Pacific time. It's our little encouragement for you to go to the page and tune in and really get a sense, is this the right next step for you? And if you choose to move forward today, you can get a special video teaching with Master Helen called Liu He Ba Fa Part 1, a full demonstration. So you want to share more about that, Helen?
Yes, that one is a video recording. I love that video there. And that's with me demonstrating or performing the entire routine. The part 1 of Liu He Ba Fa is a very big form. Okay, so together it actually has 66 movements. In this course, I have very carefully chosen just 12 movements and to introduce you to the art of Liu He Ba Fa. But these 66 movements is often divided into 2 parts, like part 1 and part 2, which you can learn and also practice as a standalone form. You can just do part 1 or do part 2. And of course, the best is that you do the whole thing, part 1 and part 2. But here, this video is with me performing just part 1 of the Liu He Ba Fa form. It's a complete demonstration of part 1, where I have filmed that in the beautiful forest of here in Vancouver, Canada. So that's one of my favorite videos there.
What a beautiful extra reason to sign up right away. Well, thank you for that extra bonus. And really, it's such an extraordinary program and a great opportunity to learn this ancient style from somebody who's a true master of it. So thank you so much. Again, all the details on this program are at waterstylemartialarts.com. In addition to the 7 modules we talked about, the 3 bonuses you get, especially if you sign up today, there's really an extraordinary community that forms around each course and really gives you a chance to have a community of practice. It helps you put these teachings into practice in your life. So we've kept the investment for this program very accessible. It's just 3 payments of $128. So you can save 10% when you pay in full with one payment of $349. The course is going to start January 9th and run Thursdays at 1 Pacific, 4 Eastern. But even if you can't make the live times, you can still get the full value with the recordings, the transcripts, and the community as well. So there's some great testimonials from folks who have studied with Master Helen before. So she's a real deal teacher, and you're in great hands if you choose to move forward. So, Master Helen, thank you so much for your wisdom and the practice you've cultivated over many decades and the beauty of what you've shared today. Anything that's still on heart you want to share with folks who are considering doing the full Luhu Baha program with you?
Well, I actually believe that 六合八法 can bring balance, strength, and peace to anyone's life, just as it has for me. This practice is not only about physical movements, but about transforming how you move through life, right? More calm, more strength, more focused, more connected to yourself and the world around you. So I invite you to take that first step and experience this beautiful art for yourself. And I really hope to see you in my class. Thank you.
Thank you, Master Helen, for your beautiful wisdom. Thank you all for joining. And if you'd like to go further into the internal martial art of Luhu Bafa, you're welcome to do so at waterstylemartialarts.com, and you'll get that special part 1 video when you sign up by midnight tonight. So thank you so much. Many blessings.
Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, everyone.